and tell his people we're the Hebrew Israelites because you're supposed to already know that. This is the foolishness of preaching that we got to do to wake up our people to come back into the law, statutes, and commandments. But this foolishness right here is still wiser than them. And it's going to say it in the scriptures. All right? It says, but for the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. Well, the Jews, back in the days, those who knew they were Jews were the Hebrew Israelites who knew that they were from Israel. So the niggas who knew that we actually were the Hebrew Israelites. Those who were Greeks, they go for the Greek word Hellenistas, which is Greek-speaking Jews. Jews who had adopted Greek language, customs, and Greek habits, and Greek ways. But they were still Israelites. So even right here, stupid people like, oh, that means the Jews and the Greeks, anybody can make it into the kingdom. First of all, it didn't say Jews, Greeks, and Chinese, and everybody else. If it was only talking about the Greeks, it would be talking about just the Greeks. But if you go back into history, niggas were living in Greeks. And they were acting like Greek, talking Greek, and adapted all their ways. That's the Hebrew Israelites he was talking to. He was talking to these other nations. He don't deal with these other nations. He only deals with his chosen people. And his people are the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. But he says that the Jews require a sign. Now, well, I need a sign to know that God, you dealing with me, or you coming to do this, you're going to do that, show me this, show me that. I need some type of proof. And he said a wicked and adulterous generation seeking for a sign, man. We don't need no sign, man. We need faith and belief. All right? That's when righteousness comes in, all right? And the Greeks seek after wisdom. Well, let's see. What niggas right now are true representatives of the Greeks? Those alphas and Qs and zeta, beta, thetas, and all them other fakes, man. And what do? Go to these universities seeking whose wisdom? White man's wisdom. They're not seeking the wisdom of the Lord. All right? But we preach Mashiach crucified, the Christ crucified, and to the Jews a stumbling block, and to the Greeks foolishness. So those who know that they're Hebrew Israelites, we're talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, half of them calling the wrong name. They, goddammit, Hebrew Catholic Israelites. Calling those Jesus, still keeping a Saturday Sabbath, not versus following the lunar calendar as the scriptures say. All right? And then to the Greeks, the niggas who don't know they Hebrew Israelites, following all these heathen ways, they foolish. Y'all just straight foolish. Y'all need to get up off them corners, man. All right? That's what they say. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, because the called and the chosen are Israelites. And who is he calling about it there? He's calling out righteous people and elect from people who know they're Hebrew Israelites, and he's calling people who don't know they're Hebrew Israelites, and he's bringing them into the knowledge of the truth. So he's calling on people who know and don't know. He's putting the total call for the elect to wake the hell up and come back into the knowledge of the truth. All right? But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Mashiach, the power of God, and the wisdom of God. So he's teaching the elect the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the truth about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the secrets of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. And so we, prophets, being the foolishness of the Lord, we're still wiser than these heathens, man. All right? And stronger than these heathens. All we have to do is have faith and believe and endure until the end, and the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to prove all the things that we believe. He's going to bring us out of this situation. He's going to strengthen us when we're down. He's going to heal us when we need it. He's going to bless us when we need it, or give us the strength to endure through whatever we have to go through and endure to the end. All right? For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. He didn't go to all the Rhodes scholars who were niggas and said, I'm calling y'all to the truth. I'm calling all Ivy League niggas to come to the truth. He didn't say that. He didn't say, I'm calling all NBA stars to the truth. All football, all, athletic people to the truth. He didn't say, I'm going to call on the dignitaries of the rap world, the dignitaries of the Jesse Faxons or the fake truth churches world. He didn't call them and these many nobles to the truth. He didn't call them what people think are noble right now. But God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. So he's choosing the ones who appear to be, you know, homely, humble, the ones who are not out there in the world. He's choosing those things, all right? And base things of the world and things which are despised have God chosen. Yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. And I tell you right now, I was one of the basest motherfuckers out there. I was so wicked with the things I used to do when I was a young child, to a young teenager, to a young man, to before I came to this truth, and since I came to this truth. I've been fighting to get from wickedness into righteousness. And as Paul said in the scriptures, my members have been warring. And we had to fight to, like he said, put our body under subjection, mortify the members of your body. But Paul said, this vile, wretched body, who's going to save you from this? We have all fallen short of the glory of God. Now we've got to come into the truth of the Most High and come back into righteousness. And how you come back into righteousness? Following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High to the best of your ability, going out there doing the work of the Lord, enduring it to the end, calling upon the name, believing and having faith, and asking the Most High for forgiveness and mercy every day, because Isaiah said our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. All right? Back to verse 29. That no flesh should glory in his presence. This is all part of the Most High's mechanism to keep people humble, keep people in balance. All right? So if your lot is to come into the knowledge of this truth, come into the truth. Be humble, because we show that we ain't worthy. And then I understand it coming from my situation, because I know how wicked I was before I came into the knowledge of the truth. And when I came into the truth, I was smoking weed for at least a year and a half after coming into the truth. All right? And still trying to justify because God made it and there ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Doing all kinds of dumb shit. Most I had to get me up out of that. So, but you know, when you have done so much wickedness and the Most High shows mercy on you, you're going to work for Him. The worse you are, the more you're going to love Him and be diligent for Him and appreciate Him for what He's, you know, for His mercy. This is Luke. This is Luke 7 and 40. Yahushua answering said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And he said, Master, say on. There were a certain creditor which had two debtors. The one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly, meaning freely, forgave them both. Tell me therefore which of them will love him most? The one who owed him $500 to say, or the one who owed him $50? Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he hath forgave most. And he said unto him, Thou hast rightly judged. So if somebody, whoever had the most sins that were forgiven, is going to be more appreciative versus the person who didn't really have no sins. They're like, well, I was good already. Even though they weren't. But the person who really was low down, dirty, it's like the man who, you know, came and was praying. One of them was like, oh Lord, I'm glad I'm not like this guy. I tithe twice a week and I do this and I do that. And then you had the one brother who was like, can you lift up my head and humble my wicked, and he was sincerely humble. And Most High said, that man's sins will be forgiven. That's a righteous man. Most High cold-blooded, man. It ain't like what this looks like in the world today. That's why so many people are getting caught up by this facade, this facsimile, all right, this image of shit that is really vanity and nothing. All right, jumping down. I mean, that's basically the point right there. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is confounding this world with His wisdom because it's greater than the wisdom of this world. His wisdom is 10,000 billion trillions, and then triple it, quadruple it to an infinity power, and we still have paled in comparison of the knowledge, wisdom, and glory of the wisdom of Yahweh Shai. We need to be